If you've ever questioned what you were told, if you've ever felt like something in our health system just doesn't add up, if you've ever refused to ignore your instincts when it comes to your family, then you're in the right place. Because this is where curiosity replaces blind obedience. This is where parents start asking better questions. And this is where quiet movement of families is taking their health and their future back. Welcome to the Root Cause Revolution.
Welcome to Root Cause Holistic Health. I'm Dr. John Harmon, physician, brain health expert, and your host on this no-fluff journey into whole body healing.
And I'm Tracey Green, wellness coach, mom, and co-host in this space where we get real about what actually heals, not just what's trending.
We're here to help you uncover what's really going on and empower you to take the next step in your healing journey.
Let me say something to every parent raising kids right now. What you are doing is heroic. And I don't think parents hear that enough. Because raising good humans in this world today is not easy. Kids are growing up surrounded by screens, algorithms shaping identity, food that barely resembles food. Pressure is everywhere. Noise is everywhere. And a culture constantly telling parents, don't question anything. But here's what I see happening right now. Parents are questioning things. Moms are reading labels. Families are learning about food, about toxins, about nervous systems, about real health and connection. And that quiet shift is powerful. Because one day, those kids grow up and they walk out into the world carrying the values you fought so hard to teach them. And in that moment, you realize something. The quiet work you did as a parent changed the future. Welcome back to the Root Cause Holistic Health Podcast. If you've been listening to the last few episodes in this series, you know we've gone deep. We talked about obedience, urgency, fear, authority, hard conversations, important conversations. Today, I want to talk about something we don't talk about enough. Hope. Because after everything families have walked through the last few years, parents are still standing, and we are still raising good humans. Before we go any further, let me say something real. I'm not just sitting behind a microphone talking about parenting. I'm living it. I'm 48 years old. I'm a wife. I'm a mom. My daughter is a senior in high school. And if you're in your 40s right now, you probably know exactly the season I'm talking about, because nobody really prepares you for this chapter, where you're raising teenagers while also watching your parents get older. They call it the sandwich generation. And some days it really feels like that. You're standing in the middle. Your kids need you, your parents need you. And sometimes your heart feels stretched between the two worlds. The chaos of real life actually exists. Life in your 40s is a busy, nobody warned us about. You're trying to show up for your kids, driving them to sports, school events, practices, games, late night homework, college applications, senior year milestones. Gosh, and if you're like me, this year's been crazy. The last Thanksgiving at home, the last Halloween at home, the last birthday at home, it's overwhelming. You're trying to keep a household running, groceries, laundry, cleaning, cooking, trying to keep everyone fed, trying to keep everyone healthy, trying to make time for yourself. Maybe you're squeezing in a run, trying to eat right, trying to drink enough water, trying to get enough sleep. Are you trying to be present for your marriage? Trying to plan a date night? Trying to plan a family vacation while your kids are still at home? That pressure is real. I feel it. Trying to make memories before they leave the nest. And somewhere in the middle of all of that, you're also trying to stay connected to your parents. Gosh, aging parents. I fly home every month, sometimes every other month. I spend time with my parents. I see them. I make sure they're okay. Sometimes I organize their pantry or clean out the refrigerator. Something changes when your parents get older. You start to realize time feels different. Moments feel more important. I love taking my mom to get our nails done and our toes done and go shopping. That's our thing when I fly into Boise. Moments feel more important, and it creates this strange emotional tension because part of you wants to be there with your parents. The other part of you knows your kids still need you at home while they're still at home. It's like your heart is living in two places at once, and nobody really tells you how hard that balance can be. You know, life was different for us. While we're navigating all of the responsibilities that we have, our kids are growing up in a completely different world than we did. I'm 48. When I was 18, I packed up my stuff. I left for college 3 hours away. No cell phone, no GPS, no Life 360. If I wanted to talk to my parents, it was a long distance phone call. Do our kids even know what a long distance phone call is? My mom didn't know where I was every second of the day. Gosh, I think back to when I left, I feel bad how I left, how I treated my mom. I was just gone. My poor mom. As a mom, now living this life where my daughter's getting to leave, I can't imagine what my mother went through. My mom didn't have a tracking app. She just trusted that I was figuring it out. And honestly, we had a lot more freedom. Our kids today, they're growing up with constant connection, constant comparison, constant pressure. And social media has made that pressure relentless. When we were teenagers, I really want you to stop and think about this for a minute, moms and dads. When we were teenagers, if we had a bad day at school, we got to come home and close the door. That was it. Our kids don't get that break. You know why? The world follows them in their pocket, on their phone, on their tablet, on their computer. That's a lot for a young mind to carry. We need empathy for our kids. And I think sometimes we forget that. We say things like, well, when I was your age. But the truth is, when we were their age, the world was very different. Our kids are navigating a louder, faster, more complicated world than we ever experienced. My daughter tells me all the time I would never survive at her school. Mainly because I'm not politically correct. I'll say something and she'll tell me I would get canceled at school. I don't know. If you follow me, you know exactly what I mean by that. I think something really important parents need to hear right now. Our kids need empathy, understanding, patience. Because even though the world has changed, what our kids still need hasn't. They need connection, real connection. They need guidance. They need parents who see them, who hear them. They need parents who turn off their phones and are present. You know who inspires me the most right now? Other moms. Moms have taken the heat over the last few years. They've been called crazy, overprotective, difficult, all because they ask questions about their kids. You know what I see? I see strength. I see women doing research late at night after their kids go to bed. I see moms reading ingredient labels in the grocery stores. I see families changing the way they live. And in that quiet movement, it's changing the future. There's someone I want to talk to for a minute, my daughter. Because right now she's a senior. And we are in that season every parent knows. The one where pride and heartbreak live in the same room. We're waiting for university acceptance letters right now. Every time the phone buzzes, every time an email pops up, the whole house pauses because we know the next chapter is coming. And I want to say something to her out loud. Sweet girl, I am so proud of you. Not just proud of the grades, not just proud of the accomplishments. I am proud of who you are. You have worked incredibly hard. You're focused, disciplined, determined. But the thing that makes me the proudest is your heart. You are one of the kindest human beings I know. You show up for people, even people who don't deserve your time. You care deeply. You make people feel seen. And that kind of heart is rare. You amaze me. And I mean this when I say it. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. And if you're a mom of a senior right now, please DM me. I want to connect with you because this season is emotional. It's exciting. It's beautiful. And sometimes it's heartbreaking too. So if you're walking through this season, send me a message. Let's band together. Let's cheer each other on because none of us were meant to navigate this season alone. If this moment, this episode hit home for you, share it. Send it to another mom. Send it to a dad raising teenagers because I think a lot of parents need to hear this right now. You're doing everything right. I had a moment recently that really stuck with me. It was late at night. The house was quiet. My daughter had just gone to bed. And I walked into the kitchen. And there was a glass sitting on the counter, half full. And I just stood there for a second looking at it because I realized something. For years, my life has been full of little moments like that. Half-drunk glasses of water, backpacks on chairs, shoes by the door, laundry piles, noise, chaos, schedules. And for many years, it felt exhausting. Standing in that quiet kitchen that night, I realized something. One day, those things won't be there anymore. The backpack will be gone. The shoes won't be by the door. The house will be quiet. And suddenly the chaos that once felt overwhelming will be the one thing you miss the most. And in that moment, I realized something else. These years, even when they felt chaotic, even when they felt overwhelming, they are the years we will someday look back on and say, those were the good days. So every parent listening right now, if life feels chaotic, if raising kids feels overwhelming, if you feel like you're constantly trying to hold things together, I want you to hear this. You are doing better than you think. Your kids are watching you. They are learning from you. And the quiet love you pour into your family every single day is shaping the future more than any system ever could. I want to close with a letter to my daughter. Sometimes I imagine the night before you leave for college. The house will probably be quiet in a way it hasn't been in years. Your room will still look like you. Clothes half folded, pictures taped to the mirror, notes and little pieces of your life scattered across your desk. And I'll probably stand in your doorway for a moment, just looking around, because suddenly I'll realize something every parent eventually realizes. The years went too fast, too fast. It feels like yesterday you were small enough to fall asleep on my shoulders, small enough to hold my hand everywhere we went. And now you're about to step out into the world, build a life, chase dreams, become the woman you are meant to be. If I could sit down with you that night and tell you a few things as your mom, this is what I would say. Sweet girl, be kind, not because the world always deserves it, but because kindness is strength. Choose your friends wisely. The people you surround yourself with will shape the life you build. Stay curious, ask questions. Curiosity will take you further than blind obedience ever will. Stand up for what you believe in, even if your voice shakes. Trust your instincts. That little voice inside you is wiser than you realize. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. Protect your peace. And remember where you came from. Not because I expect you to stay the same, but because your roots will always guide you home. You will make mistakes. You will have days where things don't go the way you planned. But those moments are not failures. They are part of becoming who you are meant to be. And no matter where life takes you, no matter how far you go, you will always have a place to come back to. You will always have home. You will always have a mom who believes in you. Watching you grow into the young woman you are today has been the greatest honor of my life. You amaze me. Your kindness, your heart, your strength, the way you show up for people, the way you care about others. You have already proven something so important. You are ready. So go, spread your wings, chase your dreams, build a life that lights your soul on fire. And remember this one thing. You are stronger than you think, smarter than you realize, and you are more loved than you could ever imagine. And no matter how far you go in this world, no matter what life brings you, there will always be a light on for you at home, because being your mom has been the greatest privilege of my life. If I had a chance to do it all over again, every sleepless night, every chaotic morning, every ride to practice, every hard conversation, every single moment, I would choose you again. Every single time. And to every parent listening right now, if you're trying to balance teenagers, aging parents, marriage, work, and somehow still take care of yourself, I want you to hear this. You are not alone. This season is full of life. It's complicated. It's exhausting. It's emotional. And it's beautiful all at the same time. These years may feel messy. Someday we'll look back and realize they were the years that mattered the most. Stay grateful, stay grounded, and stay brave enough to ask questions. This is the Root Cause Revolution.
Thanks for tuning in to Root Cause Holistic Health. We're here to help you uncover what's really going on and empower you to take the next step in your healing journey.
Whether you're a mom, a dad, or just someone ready to stop settling for Band-Aid fixes, we hope today's episode gave you something to think about.
If you found this episode valuable, do us a favor, share it with someone you love, and leave a review so we can reach more families like yours.
Make sure to hit follow so you don't miss next week's episode. We've got more honest conversations, practical tips, and root cause wisdom coming your way.
Until next time, stay grounded, stay curious, and most of all, stay connected to what truly matters.
We'll see you next time on Root Cause Holistic Health.